I tried to take my baby out dancing last night. We found a little spot that I thought she would like. We walked inside and I said, let's dance. But she turned around and said, sorry daddy, not a chance. That's not rockabilly. Whoa, no, that ain't rockabilly. Let's go. That's not rockabilly. That's square. If the cats don't rock, then I just don't care. Right around and we headed for the door. We popped on over to the place next door. The band started rocking. I said, what you think of this? He said, they better start to poppin' or I'm gonna get pissed. Cause that's not rockabilly. Whoa, no, that ain't rockabilly. Let's go. That's not rockabilly. That's square. If the cats don't rock, then I just don't care. Where they really like to rock, a swinging little place by the old truck stop. They ain't got a band, but they sure do pop to the old jukebox at the Rockabilly Hop. Cause that's sure rockabilly. That's right, that's sure rockabilly. It's out of sight, that's sure rockabilly. Here tonight, that's sure rockabilly. Damn right!
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back to the tavern. Welcome back to the yard. It's been a week, almost 4 days. 4 days since I was last here, and we'll give it a good once over before we start to work. Got myself a bunch of new plants to plant. As you've seen, rolling up. A few things happening. We're going to see what we can accomplish this weekend. We've got a few things to do. We've got to finish off the deer guards, the anti-deer devices we put on the neighbor's fence. Seem to have worked. No deer been in the yard for the last week. No prints anywhere. No plants, no newly eaten plants anywhere. So it looks pretty good. Garden's a little parched right now. It's had some rain on like Monday or so, but this being Thursday, I don't think it's been watered since. So, not the end of the world. Plants won't die of thirst after a couple of days. It takes more than that for it to be completely wilted away. So, without much further ado, let's take a gander and walk around and see what we got. Alright, off we go. Okay, oops, yeah, that was right. Start in the back corner as usual, so we can get a good feel for what's happening. See how it looks. Alright, take a wander around, late afternoon sun. Times it's after 4. That bed has been shaded for about an hour. That's all right. Looking good. That's everything we got. Let's go wander around. See what it looks like. Alright, let's mess with things just a bit. There we go. Click, 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 thunk. Okay. This is the area for the greenhouse. Still shopping for a greenhouse. I will have one before the end of this year, as soon as they're in stock. Bed's looking good. Plants are looking good. Everything's looking pretty healthy. Kale's there. Pumpkin. Nothing else has come up. Lemon Boy tomatoes, blackberries. Don't know how they're going to do after they've been plucked away. Next year will be a tough one for them unless they start sending out some shoots. These onions and garlic are come up real nice. Kind of hard to see them. All this back here, bamboo's looking good. Cilantro, nice and healthy looking again. Looking good. Bamboo's looking pretty nice. It'll start growing before too long, I imagine. Oh, no, those are different seeds. There's onion and garlic in there. All right. I thought that was the achudas that were coming up. I forgot I put onion and garlic in that one. So the achudas will be coming up in between the onion and garlic. That'll be interesting. That's what happens when you start planting stuff and you forget to label it. Lots of spider webs. Yeah, everything's a little wilted right now. Oh, the artichoke is coming up. Hey, we've got a pepper. We got a pepper in there. Let's see if we can get a good look at it under that leaf. We're going to have a pepper here pretty early off of that. Looks like the tomatoes sending up new shoots. Oh, both of them are. Two of them are. I mean, third one. Oh, we'll leave those there. We won't pluck them up yet. Let's see how they come back. Celery's not too bad. I brought up another celery that I'd planted at home, so we'll plant that. Italian parsley's all right. Let's see what we got here. Flowers are a little wilty. Everything is definitely a little wilty. Got to give it some water. Cabbage is looks like we're starting to form a cabbage. Starting to form a couple of cabbages. Huckleberries are looking good. Beans are coming up. Beans are starting to make it towards the rack. There's a bean, looking good there. That's looking pretty damn good. Raspberries, well, we're going to get a few raspberries off this. Potatoes are getting good. We can go another week without dirt for that one. And this one, yeah, another week. We're looking at strawberries. Took a beating this last time, so we'll see how they come back. Garlic and onions are just looking awesome. So these ones are. These were planted a bit earlier. Radishes, we're going to have to thin the radishes again. Looks like we'll be eating some radishes and turnips. We got some turnips we got to pluck. Well, that's it. That's the garden. That's where it's at. All right, well, that covers it up really well. We got tomato over here. What the hell is this? I didn't plant that, did I? Celery. Somebody else planted celery on me. Somebody stuffed celery in my garden. Oh well. And I did not plant that one. What is this? Who planted this? Looks like a niece. I'm going to chat with my mom. All right. That's what we got. Here we go.
Hey little baby, won't you give me a chance? I'm the one who wants to give you romance. I'm a hillbilly cat. Oh, I'm a hillbilly cat. Oh, I'm a hillbilly cat. What do you think about that? Well, hey little honey, don't be a scaredy cat. I'm the one that knows where it's at. I'm a hillbilly cat. Oh, I'm a hillbilly cat. Oh, I'm a hillbilly cat. What do you think about that? Yeah, go that wants to get in your pants. I'm a hillbilly cat. Oh, I'm a hillbilly cat. Oh, I'm a hillbilly cat. What do you think about that? Let's go, boys. Oh, I'm a hillbilly cat. A hillbilly cat. I'm a hillbilly cat. Hillbilly cat. I'm a hillbilly cat. What do you think about that?
Well, good morning. Welcome back to the tavern. Alright, it's a bright morning. We covered over a couple things yesterday. Did a little bit of work yesterday evening to prep for some stuff for today, but just going to give this a quick once over and see how things are looking in the yard and see what we're going to do today, because it's coming along quite nicely. So let's take a look real quick from the back corner here and see what we have. Got a bit of a cloudy day today. Going to be partially cloudy all day, which is the same. It was such a nice evening last night because it was so hot during the day. Alright, so that's what we're looking at. A lot of things have come together in the yard. Oh, there's my crow. We're going to have to see if I can get the peanuts out for him. He's early. Earlier than I expected him to be. Alright. Well, let's take a look here. We can unlock the shed while we're doing this. We got to get the peanuts out. Everything's looking pretty good. Planted a bunch of new plants yesterday. Moved a couple. I forget what that one is. That one's new. Got the okra. Some celery leaf. Added a new herb. Some balm. Some lemon balm. Another new tomato plant. Watermelon over there. Let's see what we got. Some other tomato plants from home. Everything's all watered. We dug some holes in the back. Take a look here. We're going to plant some poles so we can plant the deer guards and get them off the neighbor's fence so that the neighbor's no longer whining and complaining at us. Whining as she is. You know, no matter where you go, man, you have to deal with neighbors. And those tomatoes came back quite nicely. They were a little wilted yesterday after I planted them, but get them some water. Looks like they're settling in just quite nicely. Those are some random tomatoes that came up all by themselves, so I have no idea what seed they are. Some more pepper plants. Added a little bit here, a little bit there. Oh, the crow's all buggered off. Well, maybe he'll come back later. A lot of things are growing quite nicely. I got to yank up some turnips. I mean, look at those turnips down there. Let's see if we can get a good view of it. Yeah, look at that. Turnips are quite big. Turnips are really nice. Some more tomato plants over here. One of them's still kind of wilty a little. This one's still a little wilty. I don't think that one's going to survive. That one's looking a little peaked. The other ones are back. 3 out of 4 plants, or 4 out of 5. There's 3 over there, 4 or 5. Yeah, I had 5. That's all right. Lots of tomatoes all over the yard here. Lots of other stuff. So it's basically just to see if we can finish cleaning up the yard, get it organized. We had an excellent fire last night. I didn't really record anything on it, so next one. It's really nice to be able to sit by a fire and really enjoy myself when I do that. Makes for a great evening. Alright, let's set up and get to work.
Well, we've all been here and out to the school ground, left our hearts in the lost and found, 'cause we've all been pushed around. Well, we've all been swept away, out to sea, no time to pray. Lost everything you tried to say, 'cause we've all been swept away, yeah. Well, we've all been laid low, caught in between which way to go, to the mountain high or the valley floor, 'cause we've all been laid so low. We've all been bought and sold, for some cold comfort we gave our souls. They dealt us cards and then they made us fold, 'cause we've all been bought and sold. Out to the school ground, left our hearts in the lost and found, 'cause we've all been pushed around, yeah. Look at my life, anyone can see I've been my own worst enemy. I've burned bridges, I've built walls, barbed wire fences, man, I've done it all. Rivers of regret, just let them be, won't let them run between you and me. Rivers of regret, just let them be, rivers of regret. I've let you down, so much I know, over and over, 'cause that's how I roll. All my mistakes, I know them well, captured in pictures every time I fail. Rivers of regret, just let them be, won't let them run them be rivers of regret. Here comes the past, same old song chasing me down for all I've done wrong. It won't let go, and I can't hide. Rivers of regrets, just let them be. Won't let them run between you and me. Rivers of regrets, just let them be. Rivers of regrets. Rivers of regrets, just let them be. Won't let them run between you and me. Rivers of regrets, just let them be. Rivers of regret. Rivers of regrets, just let them be. Rivers of regret.
Bet you on the bowling team. I knew you didn't talk too clean. You think of high society, but you're white trash, baby. You're just like me. I got a gal in the trailer park. She got 10 dogs and they love to bark. She keeps me in a pen out on the front lawn, but now it stinks and the grass is gone. Pink flamingos are all chewed up from a mean pit bull and a sick little pup. I bet you're on the bowling team. I knew you didn't talk too clean. You think of high society, but you're white trash, baby. You're just like me. Moving the trailer right next door. I got 3 dead cars and soon to be more. Got the engines out, there's buckets of junk. Overalls are covered in grease and gum. I ain't paid the rent and they're kicking me out. I wonder what all of them fussing about. I met you on the bowling team. I knew you didn't talk too clean. You think of high society, but you're white trash, baby. You're just like me. I met you on the bowling team. I knew you didn't talk too clean. You think of high society, but you're white trash, baby. You're just like me.
Morning. It's Saturday, May 30th, 2020. Heard on the news last night the United States is burning, but well, it is what it is. At any rate, welcome back to the tavern. Welcome back to the yard. We're going to give it a good walkthrough this morning. We actually did accomplish a few things yesterday and got a couple things started. And we've got a few other little tidbits of items happening in and around the yard to showcase what we've been up to. And it is slowly coming together. Probably about mid-July, it should all be really good and squared. Alright, without much further ado, let's take a walk around. Alright, let's start off let's have a visit with the mason bees. They have been filling up the holes, which is really kind of cool. We got to build more mason bee houses here so that we can attract more mason bees to the yard. Mason bees are damn good pollinators. Alright, let's take a peek. Start in the back corner. Got things going alright. It's looking a lot cleaner, bit by bit. Alright, so first off, we got this bed here, complete all the way down. Mulching around the trees and the big bushes. Mulch down, multiple seeds down for flowers, so in a week or two we should have flowers come poking up. We're complete all the way down through here. Got some grass to kill here and there still. This area here is mostly leveled out. We got holes dug down through here to plant those new poles for the deer preventative guards above the fence, so we can get it off the neighbor's fence who, well, unfortunately, I don't have any video of her. I'm going to really try to get some for when she goes full nut tart on us. Which she has done a couple of times for some reason. You know, complaining about her view. But her view, the only thing she's got a view of is our backyard. Compost bin. Started to tear this one down. We got to get all the sticks and other stuff out of it. And then we got to turn all the other stuff into it. There's some more sticks we're finding. Garlic and onions in that bin coming up. Got ourselves a new bay tree. Gonna have a tree instead of a bush. Move the bay bush over here to this pot, so it'll look good right there. Now this, well, we've got this bed here. Tomatoes going good. Other things, we'll see what happens when what comes up and what doesn't. Now this right here was an accidental design, but it's coming together quite nicely. Looking pretty good. We got to get back to get it in full. There we go. Hopefully that gets in full. But that's actually kind of cool. Now it's coming together really quite nicely. An accidental altar. Don't know how that happened. We got a pepper coming, doing really well there. There we go. Get that pepper in there. Lots of pepper plants, lots of tomato plants now. Got a maple tree that volunteered itself in a pot that we've transplanted to its own pot, so we'll see how that does over the next few years. Found a whole bunch of shells when digging. In the back corner, all the tomato plants look to be come back to life. Turnips, I'll be eating those for dinner tonight. We harvested a few yesterday. I harvested a few. All the tomatoes over here are looking good. Yep, even the one that was a little wilty there. It's come back to life. I gotta get the screen around that one. Potatoes are good. I won't need to put more dirt in until next week. Beans are about to start climbing. That's good. More potatoes. These sweet peas are definitely starting to climb up on the wires. They'll be up on them soon. Looks like the strawberries are starting to recover after their last decimation from the deer. And there's one strawberry back in the corner which will be ripe in a few days. Not by the time I leave, unfortunately. Garlic and onions. Got a little bit of weeding to do. Radishes. Gonna have this one here, white radish. going to seed. I'm going to let this white radish go to seed. I want these white radish seeds. This one here, 3 white radishes. We didn't get too many white radishes, but I'm going to let all 3 of them go to seed so that I can gather the seed and have myself white radish seed. Those are tasty radishes. Purple radish, a couple of them, those are going to letting those go to seed. Capture some seed this year. Lettuce will be pickable this next week. Have fresh lettuce for the salad. And this garden bed here is my next chunk of project. Cleaning up this garden bed all the way along so that I can deal with the rhubarb, which isn't growing very well. It's got to be the soil. I'm going to have to do a little research on rhubarb and soil. Oh, somebody's driving down the road with a flat. They're going to regret that. I'll light the thing on fire. Yeah. A cherry tree. Got a few cherries up in it. Hard to see. Wait till they get a little redder. We got some digitalis coming up. And as you can see, we've got a woodshed coming together. We managed to get started on that yesterday. Finish that up today and get all this wood pile completely moved. That looks actually pretty good. It's very nice there. Okay, well that's all we got for you this morning. That's the walkthrough, seeing how things are going. Well, in a crazy world today, it's really kind of nice having this little piece of heaven here. But going to be a bit of a cloudy day, but still pretty warm out here. Let's get everything out and about like we need and get the day rocking and rolling.
Stuck up, baby, 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 stuck up. You turn your nose up to all of my friends, you're stuck up. You were raised in a mansion up on a hill, you're stuck up. When I kiss your lips, you don't kiss back. Then all I get is yakety yak, stuck up. Baby, 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 stuck up. Went to the finest schools money could buy, stuck up. I wrote your letters there, but you never replied, baby, why? You burn through money like there is no end. I could never keep up with the way you spend, stuck up. Baby, 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 stuck up. Deep down, I don't see us walking down the aisle, you stuck up. But baby, I sure do dig your style, you got style. I can't help the way I feel about you. I could never walk away and say we're through, stuck up. But baby, baby, I love you. I can't help the way I feel about you. I could never walk away and say we're through, stuck up. But baby, baby, I love you. Stuck up. But baby, baby, I love you.
No, we're just gonna make them better.
Hey,
Gonna make them better.
I think you should take them down for good.
Nah.
But that cuts my view.
View of what?
That takes my view.
View of what?
Yes. Take them down. I'll be putting flowers there anyway and some trees so the deers won't run.
Yeah.
And the deer won't hurt nobody.
Yeah, it's too bad I'm not allowed to hunt them in the city.
That could always cut them off.
Gone are the days of wine and roses. Gone is the love that I once knew. As one door opens, another one closes. Long gone like you. There was a time we could run forever, ever get tired. You were the glue that held it together, till one day you stopped stoking the fire. Gone are the days of wine and roses. Gone is the love that I once knew. As one door opens, another one closes. Long gone like you. Life is what happens when you don't pay attention. By the time that you do, it's too late. What started out in the Garden of Eden would over time escalate. Gone are the days of wine and roses. Gone is the love that I once knew. As one door opens, another one closes. Long gone like you. I used to think we'd grow old together, strolling down memory lane. Took it for granted that we could outweather whatever weather that came. Gone are the days of wine and roses. Gone is the love that I once knew. As one door opens, another one closes. Long gone like you. Gone are the days of wine and roses. Gone is the love that I once knew. As one door opens, another one closes.
Good morning. Welcome back to the tavern and the yard. We're going to give a yard a walkthrough, see what we accomplished yesterday. Managed to finish a few things yesterday. Got it all pretty much tweaked up. Should be some entertaining clips in there from when we were setting up some things yesterday. We'll see how it goes. Make sure you stay tuned for some of them, or you might have already seen them. It depends. Now don't forget, remember, subscribe. Let's see where I can do this. Subscribe to, I think it's on this side, actually, right here. Subscribe to the channel if you really like what you're seeing. Spread the word. Get out there, tell everyone, hit them in the mouth. Let them know what's up and some of the cool stuff you're seeing here. You know, lately you've seen a lot of building. You know, before long I'll be getting into videos on how to grow certain things or my experiments, because I'm really big at experimenting and doing things that are just not normal. But before we start into all that, let's take a look around the yard and see what has been accomplished. Alright, let's take a look-see. Start in the corner, as usual. Starting from the back corner, as usual, same back corner. Let's get a good pivot around the yard. Nice and smooth. Nice smooth draw. You can probably see a couple of things here in the yard that are looking pretty good and different, but we'll go walk through and see how it is looking. Alright, let's see what we accomplished. Alright, down here you can see starting to place down some stone rocks around things. Every one of these bloody rocks you see that are going to be lining the garden beds, these are rocks that we have dug up through the course of replanting and moving stuff. There's a shitload of rocks here. Welcome to Vancouver Island. Rock City. You can see all of that's all done. This one kiwi here is looking really good. It's wrapped itself up around the fence now. It's starting to head up. It looks really nice. We've got this cleaned up back here behind the compost bins. The other kiwi back here is looking pretty good. Got another hole in the ground left back here to fill. This one here, you can see we've moved the deer barriers back from the neighbor's fence. She'll be entertaining. There's some really entertaining clips to go with her. And we got another hole here because we got 2 more barriers to put up. You know, they haven't been built yet. But we'll wrap around here and take a look at the compost bin. Look at that. I didn't really film the cleaning of that compost bin, but I should have. But that's okay. We've got that so much dirt out of there. We've leveled out this ground back here. This ground is now leveled. Still working on this. I'm going to bring in some more dirt for this area here, which is going to be our shaded area. Everything else is growing pretty good through here. These are the pile of sticks we collected out of the compost bin to go into the shredder. Man, there's a lot of sticks was hiding in that compost bin. Shells that were found while digging a hole. No, it wasn't a midden, but somebody had buried a bunch of shells there. Definitely didn't give us anything that said ancient engine or old engine or whatever. There we go, we got that growing. Let's take a look-see. Let's go walk along this fence line here. Bamboo's looking pretty good. Look at the bamboo's already sending up new shoots. Keep that bamboo well watered. It'll put it above that fence in no time. I love bamboo for that. There's the post holes all along there. Let's come around here and behind here. We'll try to keep the slave labor off the screen. Look at that. I come wandering by, he disappears. You got that. Plum trees looking pretty good. Haven't yet started on this garden edge here. I think that's going to be a bit of today's project before I head out, because it is Sunday, May 31st, 2020. We are coming to the end of our COVID, and I understand that since I sort of tune out of the world for the weekend, it turns out the United States is burning. I have no idea why. You know, they went from protesting to criminals really quick. Because if they were doing anything but being criminals, they wouldn't be looting and burning stores. So that's my viewpoint. You know, dill's already sprouted up. Look at that. That dill's going good. Got that. Got lots of different tomatoes in here. We got some heirloom tomatoes. We got some salsa tomatoes. We got some paste tomatoes. We got peppers. We got hot peppers. We got bell peppers. This is going to be quite the garden collection when it's done. Cabbages, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower. I really made a mistake when I planted that one. So let that be a lesson to you. Don't try to plant them in rows like that. They take up a lot of space. I'd never actually grown them to full. So now I know how big their leaves go. I know how to plant them next year so that they do. Look at that. My potatoes are up above the bin. I'm going to top this one up with dirt next week. That one there will top up with dirt next week too. And it looks like the snap peas are starting to recover a bit. At least a few plants the deer didn't get. The other ones are starting to catch up. My poor strawberries. Deer have eaten them twice. Well, deer can't get in this yard no more. Not unless somebody leaves the gate open. Onions, garlic, looking good. Lettuce, radishes, carrots. That's what I'll do with this empty row here. I'll plant some more carrots. I got some tape carrots. Got a radish out there trying to escape. That white radish down over there. That's going to be a seed radish. Several of the radishes that are left I'm letting them go to seed so I can get the multicolored radishes. But on the whole, it's looking pretty good. Even the unintended altar over there is starting to come together quite nicely. Added a couple of cups to it. It is going to end up being an altar of some sort. Wasn't the intent, but this is what happened. Okay, so that's the walkthrough. That's everything we've really accomplished. Seems like not a lot, but when you get down to these tedious tasks, they take forever. You know, we've got the woodshed over there, which is going to get some stuff done to it and make it in much better shape. And then we can get the wood moved into it, probably next week. All right, well, that's all I've got for you. Take care now. Bye-bye.
He grabbed his keys and headed for the door. He thought, I gotta get away. He didn't want to fight anymore. That's when he heard her say, you can count on me, yeah. I won't ever let go. You can count on me, yeah. I just want you to know that you can always count on me. He felt so small, not the man she deserved. The words he heard caught him off guard. He said, I'm sorry. She said, love takes work. He spoke straight from his heart. You can count on me, yeah. I won't ever let go. You can count on me, yeah. I just want you to know that you can always count on me. Sometimes it's hard to just get by. He'd love to give her so much more, but when they don't see eye to eye, they know their love's worth fighting for. You can count on me, yeah. I won't ever let go. You can count on me, yeah. I just want you to know I love you so much. That's why it hurts when we don't agree. But you can always count on me. Yeah, yeah, you can always count on me.
Yeah, she hurt me, but I don't hate her. I'm not one to hold a grudge, so I forgave her. But my unforgiving heart demanded retribution, so I compromised with my meaner side and arrived at this solution. I taped her picture from my wallet, her face down in my back pocket, so her lips could pucker up and kiss my ass goodbye. I'm not sorry I put her behind me, but every time I sit down, her face reminds me of the hell she put me through. Yeah, that knife still cuts, but I don't get riled. That's not my style. I just smile and scratch my butt. 'Cause I taped her picture from my wallet, face down in my back pocket, so her lips could pucker up and kiss my ass goodbye. Today I saw her walking down the street. Instead of turning red, I turned the other cheek. 'Cause I taped her picture from my wallet, her face down in my back pocket, so her lips could pucker up and kiss my ass goodbye. I taped her picture from my wallet, face down in my back pocket, so her lips could pucker up and kiss my ass goodbye. Yeah, pucker up, baby, and kiss my ass goodbye. Man, she is one big pain in my